Welcome out, everybody, to E from Utah. I'm Jacob Bateman, joined here by Ben Butler, and we have what looks to be an exciting and a momentous matchup here for the Snow College Badgers as they take on Salt Lake Community College. As Ben, this is Snow's first ever home game for the soccer program that's in its first year.
Right you are, Jacob. So it's going to be an exciting game for a lot of Badger fans here in E from Utah this afternoon. We've got a great turnout by local fans, family members, and students as well, Jacob. So it's going to be an exciting soccer game as this is the first soccer game, as you mentioned, Jacob, here for the Badger program here at Snow College. So it's exciting to see how this all plays out this afternoon.
Yes, it will be the first matchup ever between Salt Lake and Snow College, and both teams coming in with very strong resumes as they're both unbeaten on the season. But Snow has had a tie, and I think Salt Lake has also had a tie as well. But Snow College coming off two very big wins last week as they traveled up to Rangeley, Colorado to start off conference play, where they played Colorado Northwestern Community College, winning by double digits in both games. In fact, they were up by double digits by halftime in these games. So they manhandled Colorado Northwesterns, but I think Salt Lake Community College might give them a little more of a test here today as the teams come out on the field getting ready for play here in E from Utah. Looks like they're having a little bit of problems with one of the nets, soccer nets. They got the maintenance guys out there trying to fix it. This is actually a last-minute move here. They're playing here at Badger Stadium. Most of the time they play out at a sports complex north of town, but because of rain and the chance of rain, they've decided to move it in here at Badger Stadium, and us at Snow TV are grateful for that as it keeps our equipment working so that we can broadcast this game for all the viewers out there wanting to see some Lady Badger soccer.
Right you are, Jacob. And it also keeps us nice and dry up in this press box instead of standing out in the rain.
Yes, yes. But so far, weather holding up good. It's cloudy, that's for sure, but no rain. It was raining earlier this morning, rain throughout the night, but we have good weather as they're still working on that net, trying to get the tangles out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but either way, you know, when you move a game last minute, there's always going to be a few hiccups as expected. But overall, everything else looks to be in great working order, as it looks like they've got the problem taken care of. John Deere tractors driving away, and we are set to have kickoff at any moment. Snow's going to start off with the ball as Sadie Munns kicks it out. And so Snow looking to attack for the first time. They push it up ahead, and it's going to go out of bounds. Ball will go back to Salt Lake Community College. So Salt Lake with possession for the first time today as they get the throw in, but it's headed, stolen away by the Badgers. Here they come the other way as it's kicked out of bounds, this time by Salt Lake Community College. And Snow to throw it in. It looks like Allison Beeston with the throw, and it's almost goes back to Snow, and the shot there by the Badgers scooped up by the goalie, and Salt Lake coming the other way. Kicked out. Snow with the ball at midfield. Pushing it forward. They got a man up there. It goes out of bounds. Sadie Munns wasn't quite able to track down the ball. So now the Bruins looking to get the ball out of their own territory. Push it up ahead. It is stolen away, Salt Lake, and it's going to stay with the Bruins. As it looks like there might have been a little bit of a tripping foul there, a push.
So now we're going to see a little bit of the Bruins offense this afternoon, Jacob, as the Badgers have really controlled all possession of this game so far, but we'll interested to see the Badger defense and how this Bruins offense works on the opposite side of the field right here.
Snow clears it as Slick was trying to get it past that wall of defenders. That was Allison Beeston again with the boot as she gets it back out to midfield. Now a battle for the ball at midfield. Snow comes away with the possession, but Munns tries to get it up ahead, and there wasn't a man there, but great effort there by the Badgers. Is that number 6 out there? Michaela Cox almost had a golden opportunity for a goal. It's stolen away again by Snow. So now they try to get it up to Cox again, and just overleading Cox. And so it sails out of bounds back to the Bruins.
Both teams right now, Jacob, just trying to feel each other out. Like we mentioned, this is the first meeting between both teams. So both teams not familiar with how each other operates. So expect for the first few minutes of this ball game just to be feeling each other out. But the Badgers are doing a great job right now, just staying on the offensive right now. Not giving the Bruins a lot of opportunities to get the ball across midfield.
As Grothaus, the goalkeeper, tried to clear it there, but once again, straight to the Badgers' hands, and here they come the other way. Goes out of bounds. Snow with the throw-in. Given to Munns, but Munns has it kicked away from her. Ball at midfield. Beeston gives over to Harris. Harris finds a man, but it just makes its way back to Beeston. Now it's the Bruins coming the other way. Stolen away. Good job by the Snow College in getting back, and now Snow steals it away. Look at Snow go. Munns, oh, can't quite come up with the pass as kicked back out of bounds by the Bruins. Ball slips past some Badgers and back into Salt Lake's possession. Once again, wow, Snow is just stealing this ball away right and left. The Bruins can't seem to keep possession for longer than 5 to 10 seconds, Ben. As that one goes out of bounds, Lauren Grothaus will kick it out, the keeper for Salt Lake Community College. She sends it out back into Sadie Munn's hands. Here comes Snow the other way as the shot is put up. That was Nicole Jenkins weaving her way through 2 defenders and able to get that shot off, but right into the hands of the waiting Grothaus.
That's already 2 shots on goal for the Badgers offense this afternoon, Jacob. The Bruins have only had a couple of opportunities on the offensive side of the ball with 0 shots on goal. And the more shots on goal that you have, Jacob, the higher chances you are winning this game today.
Yep, in any circumstance. So they're finding the goal. They just need to find a way to get it to the place where Grothaus isn't. Snow steals the ball back away here at midfield. Oh, and here comes Snow. Oh, and the hustle from the Bruin defender. It looked like Cheyenne Jacobs was going to have a good look at the goal, but Bruins hustling back to get back there, and now it's stolen away off of the throw-in. Now Snow takes it right on back as they kick it back to midfield, looking to reset their offense. Jenkins with the ball. She gives it up. Back into the Badgers. Uh-oh. Cleared it a little far. Running back to grab it is Kara Harris. My bad. And Cassidy Barker lets it go out of bounds. So the Bruins with the ball, looking to put some pressure on this Badger defense who hasn't seen much yet. We are just a little over 3.5 minutes into this game. And they're going to call tripping there. Did you see who that is? Is that Sadie Munns? I can't quite make the number out on her very well.
Oh.
But kicking it for Salt Lake Community College is Van Buren. So opportunity right here for the Bruins to try to get on the scoreboard just outside of the penalty box. And the kick's up away and it's high. That's a good field goal for you there, Ben. Straight through the uprights, but
Wrong kind of football, Jacob.
wrong kind of football. So for the first time, Christiansen gets her hands on the ball, the local native straight here from Ephraim. Playing for her hometown college here at Snow in their first year soccer program. Snow pushes it the other way, running back to retrieve it is Van Buren, and Snow kept the pressure on, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Snow College. So Van Buren's now going to take the kick. See what magic the Bruins can work up here. Van Buren soars it and straight into a Badger defender. Beeston. She gives it up to Jacobs. Jacobs on the left side trying to find some wiggle room and kicks it off of a Bruin, but it must have touched Jacobs on the bounce back, on the deflection. And so it's going to be Salt Lake ball. Jacobs steals it away. And she, but it's stolen again by Snow. Oh, boy. And now they're going to call a tripping foul. Did that happen inside the box, Ben?
It was pretty darn close. I didn't really catch if it was inside the box or outside the box. Looks like they're just going to give him a free kick instead of a penalty kick.
So kicking it is McKenna Clark. Oh! And just off, just high and to the right. Good looking kick, but not quite there. As McKenna Clark soars it over and ball heads back to Salt Lake.
Bruins catch a break right there, Jacob, as instead of a penalty kick, it was a free kick, enabling them to keep this game tied at 0.
The ball goes out of bounds. Possession, Snow College. Back to Salt Lake. They try to clear it. The header by Cassidy Barker gives it back to Snow and stays with the Badgers. Back to Barker once again. Barker gives up to Tafoya. Bruins trying to put some pressure on here. just kind of being batted around between the two teams near midfield. They're just giving it back and forth to each other right now. And it's going to go out of bounds. Snow College with the throw in. So big game here for both teams as conference play has just started. And these teams looking to get the upper hand here for conference play. You never want to start back behind the other teams and try to battle your way back. If you can start off hot, stay in front, set the tone for the conference. And both of these teams have the capability to do that today, this afternoon, as we are coming up on 32 minutes left to play here in the first half. Out of bounds, it's going to stay with, no, I think they're going to, was that a pushing? Yeah, they're going to say pushing on Salt Lake. So, Snow College with the kick. And, whoa, my goodness, what a kick. Almost drops right in the goal, just barely rolls off of it off the backside. The kick for Snow College. That was McKenna Clark with the high-flying, soaring drop kick. Almost stolen away by Snow, batted out of bounds, and that was Cara Harris. Batting it out of bounds, and it looks like they're attending to a player here for Salt Lake Community College, so they're going to sub a player in. That's number 19 coming in for them, Sabrina Baranowski. Seeing her first minutes tonight as we are almost 10 minutes into this first half, still scoreless. Ooh, and it goes out of bounds as Beeston was looking for Harris, but Harris just couldn't get to the ball in time. And then a tripping foul called on Ryan Tafoya. And we got a Bruin down on the field. That's number 13, Rosa Cortez, looking like she's in some pain. Was she the one that was tripped, Ben?
Yeah, Jacob.
So she took a hard fall to the ground. They're looking to get a referee's asking, hey, is anybody going to come over and tend to her? And finally, we got a trainer coming on the field. And so we're going to take a quick timeout here in Ephraim as we are approaching the 30-minute mark. 30 minutes left to play here in this first half. Both teams remaining scoreless. So welcome back here in E from Utah as the injured player, Rosa Cortez, was helped off the field. She's a freshman from Midvale, Utah, and she was not putting any pressure on her knee as she was helped off, just hopping off of on her left leg. So we hope that everything goes well with her as she gets that checked out and tended to. So we got a kick here with the Bruins. That's Hansen, kicks it in, and it's going to be scooped up by Christiansen right back into Snow College's hands. Jacobs. Ooh, gives off to Harris. Harris almost able to escape free there, but just lost control. She pulled a beautiful move. She was looking to get that downfield, and ball kicked ahead. Christiansen with the scoop. So Christiansen tells everybody, hey, keep moving forward. I'm getting ready to boot this thing, and she does. Out to the 50. Into Bruin territory. Here comes Snow. Oh, and it's a battle for the ball as Munns and Harris getting in on the action, and pushing called on one of them. I didn't catch who they got, but gives it back to the Bruins. Bruins, Beeston heads it out. Now it's out to Clark. Clark saves it from going out of bounds. Now she's trying to make her way through. Gets it up to Foya. Beeston. And back into the Bruins' hands. Here they come, looking to make a push. And a brick wall gets in the way. That's Cassidy Barker shutting the Bruins down on that offensive move, and ball goes out of bounds. Snow College will throw it in. And here comes the Bruins, but nope. Snow back with possession again. Man, if Snow has had possession of the ball for most of this game, Ben, and they've had 2 shots on goal. The Bruins have yet to have one. I don't even think they've had a shot.
They attempted a shot on a free kick earlier when the Badgers got called for a pushing foul on Cortez earlier in the game. But other than that, Jacob, the Bruins haven't seen any offensive side of the ball this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been in there in Bruin territory all afternoon long. We are at 26 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the first half. 0-0. Snow looking to make it 1-0 though. They got it down there, and the defense once again for the Bruins takes it away, but can Snow retrieve it? It goes out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Snow. So scoring opportunity here for the Badgers. It's thrown in. And soaring high kick headed by Clark. Clark almost lost it. Now it's Barker kicks it in. Can Snow gain possession? There's a battle for the ball. It looks like it might have touched Snow's hands, the player there, but Bruins come out with it. Goes out of bounds. Back to Snow College. Again, and the throw-in is overshot. Oh, dangerous. That was number 10 for Salt Lake, Hala Jogic, who missed it, And if there would have been a offensive player there for Snow, that could have spelt trouble for the Bruins.
It's a battle of the wits right now, Jacob. The Badgers offense versus the Bruins defense. Both sides of the ball looking very prestige and very tough offensively and defensively right now. So we'll just see who can stick to the game plan and see who can strike first in this matchup.
So we're going to have a corner kick. First corner kick of the night for the Badgers. Is that Micah Bowis? Looks like Micah Bowis is going to kick it in. So Micah set to kick it in. She lines up on the track. Kicks that, soars it in, and the shot goes high and to the right. Jenkins not able to get a good look at the goal. Name was escaping me there for a minute. I knew I wanted to say net, but Jenkins misses the shot. Now ball near midfield, back to Snow College as the teams battle for possession. Pretty move by Beeston there to get away from the first Bruin, but she couldn't get away from the second as bodies collide. Beeston body checks the Bruin forward. Both were going for the ball though, so clean hit. And Bruins end up with the ball back, but that sure got the crowd involved. As it looks like, I guess that ball kicked to the goal and just an easy scoop up for Christiansen. And she kicks it out to the 50. Bowis tries to steal the ball back, but now it's given to the Bruins. And out of bounds, back to Snow College. Thrown in. As another trip is going to be called. And there's another Bruin down. That was number 11, Nicole Jenkins, with the trip as she was going for the ball, but she got a lot of leg and not a lot of ball.
And you hate to see this, Jacob. You hate to see any injury with sports, but the Bruins this is the second Bruins player that's gone down grabbing their knee and leg somewhere, so you can only hope that she is all right on this injury timeout that the refs have just called. And you just hate to see this. The second player for the Bruins going down with an injury in this afternoon's game.
That's Jennifer Mendez down. She's the starting forward for the Bruins, sophomore out of Magna, Utah. And so looks like the teams are headed to the benches to get a drink of water, talk things over, and I think we are going to take a break as well. Score 0-0. We got 22 minutes left to play here in the first half. So we're set to get play underway. 22-23 left on the clock here in the first half. 0-0. Tight matchup here as for the duration of this game so far, Snow has been able to have the ball pushing on Salt Lake in their territory, and here they go again. Oh, bodies collide, no foul, as that was Sadie Munns and Alajagic colliding there, but it goes out of bounds. Beeston out to Barker. Uh-oh. Barker's got to clear it. She does. So Barker saves it temporarily. Snow with the ball, looking to push their own. Salt Lake will throw it in off the out of bounds. And they get it up ahead, but then it just rolls out of bounds yet again. So Snow College throws it in themselves. There they come with the, oh, I thought it went out of bounds, but saved at the last minute by the Bruins. Back to the Badgers. Munns slides, tackles. Now she's laying on the ground, gets the ball kicked to her, and possession Snow College. They're going to have a kick. As a push happened there by the Bruins.
So good opportunity here for the Badgers to take a shot on goal and set up a good shot attempt, as they are setting up great territory inside the Bruins territory.
Beeston kicks it. They got the head. Oh. That falls off. It's saved. But the Bruins take it away. Can Snow steal it back? They're looking to clear it, and Barker steps up. Barker gives off to Harris. Harris up ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs might have a little room to work with. She's got another defender to shake. She takes the shot, and it looked like a cutting Sadie Munns was right there, but maybe Munns didn't see the ball. Either way, scooped up by Salt Lake. Now possession stays with Salt Lake as it rolls out of bounds. Out of bounds yet again. This time Snow College will be taking it. Beeston throws it in. She sure is getting an arm workout here in this first half. She's been throwing that ball in I don't know how many times. Now Barker takes it away. Back to the Bruins. It's Meza. Tries to get it up ahead. Bowis and Jenkins in there fighting and pushing called. So right there, smack at midfield, the Bruins are going to try to get this ball into Badger territory and try to break this 0-0 tie that we have. 18 minutes till halftime. Uh-oh, here comes the Bruins. Barker steps up and takes it away. That's Carmona, who looked like she had a scoring opportunity, but Barker with the hustle. Now a throw-in for Salt Lake. Beeston steps up. Battle for the ball. And Snow needs to clear it. Bruins, they might have some room to work. Oh, and Beeston yet again with a big defensive play. but they can't breathe easy yet. Bruins looking for some breathing room, trying to find a hole in this Badger defense. They've been suffocating them when they reach about the 25, and now ball kicked up ahead, and I don't think the Bruin player is going to reach it in time. It's going out of bounds back to Snow College. 16:45 till half. Bruins once again, and there's going to be a pushing foul called there. Boy, that was some dangerous territory there for the Badgers as Alejandro Meza had a couple what looked to be possibly good looks, but here they come again. Beeston clears it though. Lacey Farmer was the one leading the attack there for the Bruins. And that one goes out of bounds off of Salt Lake. So we'll see if Snow College can get this ball out of their territory as it's given to Beeston. Back to Harris. Barker kicks it up to midfield. As Mesa dribbling with the ball, looking for someone to pass to. Can't she find anyone? She's got 3 Badgers around her, and it's inevitable. It's taken away. We got Jacobs running the other way. Jacobs on the left side. And Jacobs not able to get that into scoring position as the defenders for Salt Lake stepped up. Now it's Farmer for the Bruins. She's now coming. Tafoya clears it out to Beeston. Beeston was looking to give it back to Tafoya. Miscommunication there from the two of them as Tafoya was headed back towards her side, and Beeston wanted to lead her towards the Bruins side. Bruins. Here's Snow with possession in Bruin territory. Beeston finds a Badger up ahead, and the shot, the kick goes up ahead, sails past everyone right into the hands of Grothaus. That one's going out of bounds, so right back to Snow College. Out of bounds once again as the Bruins just looking to reset their defense. As it looks to be a great turnout here for this first Badger home game. Don't you agree, Ben?
Oh, most definitely.
Stands have just continued to fill up as this game has progressed here on the home side. So it looks like we're going to have a corner kick for Snow College. Looks like Jenkins. Is that Jenkins? No, not Jenkins. Excuse me, that's Micah Bowis who's going to kick it in. She soars it in. The Badgers attacking and not able to capitalize. Ball still in play though. Slick with the ball. They clear it up ahead. Beeston heads it as the ball continues to roll back into Badger territory. Now it's Harris. Harris up ahead to Bowis. And Ballas kicks it out of bounds as she was in a battle with Hanson.
And what a corner kick by the Badgers on that last possession there, Jacob. Great kick by Bowers towards the middle, kicking it right where the late. Oh, I can't say that. Right next to, right where her Badger plays. She did it right there. But just a missed opportunity right there for the Badgers as that ball deflected off the top pole of the goal.
So we are at 11 minutes, 30 seconds left to play till halftime. Oh, and bodies collide on that one. Badgers will get the luck of the bounce as the hustle from Tafoya paid off there. But the Bruins pushing it back the other way. Bowis not able to steal it away. Barker steps up. We got a little 2-on-4 here. Cortez loses it, goes back to Snow, and yet they're going to call a little bit of a trip there from number 20 on Salt Lake. That's Jenna Hansen. She came in strong on the Snow College player, a little too strong.
It's good to see Cortez back in the game this afternoon, Jacob, because she was the first Bruins player that went down with an injury, and she was helped off the field, not putting any weight on her left knee. And so it's really good to see her walking up and down the field again. And so it's good to see her out of playing again.
Yes, that is, man. Always a pretty sight. And playing at full speed here. As Sadie Munns looking to attack, but can't split the Bruins defenders, so it's cleared back. Here for the Badgers. Uh-oh. Jacobs all alone. She can't save it from going out of bounds. Can't quite get there in time.
Both teams really picking up intensity here this afternoon as we are just under 10 minutes left in the first half.
Ball will be in possession with Snow College. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Back out of bounds. So stay with the Badgers. Sadie Munns files it up ahead. And so a little more pushing going on. Man, physical play there. As Cortez, again, involved in it. So that knee is holding up for her because she has been in some physical contact with some Badgers here in the past couple minutes. As each team, now it just becomes, will we go into halftime at 0-0, Ben, or will one team be able to take a 1-0 lead as we are now getting into 8 minutes left to play? Ball cleared, a soaring, booming kick from Kenzie Van Buren, which will give it back to the Badgers, but back in their own territory. Jenkins dancing, trying to steal the ball. Now Snow gets it. It's Tafoya. Jacobs has had a couple good looks on that left side, but is not getting one right now. Salt Lake kicks it up ahead. Sadie Munns trying to steal the ball away. Can't quite get it. We got another Bruin down on the ground. Looks like she's hurting as it's cleared up ahead. Barker's got a player running up on her. I didn't think she saw her at first, but now she clears it back to Christiansen. Back in the Bruins. Tafoya takes a ball to the face, has to get back. Here comes the Bruins on the attack. Beeston almost steals it away. And Barker kicks it to where a spot in the field where there weren't any Badgers. So back to Snow College as Bowis steps up on that one. She's not able to get it, but it goes out of bounds. Back to Snow College. Tafoya. Up ahead to Clark. Clark gets it up to Jenkins. Can't Snow get an opportunity here. Now stolen away. That wall for the Bruins. Coming as a shot is put up. It's going to sail to the right. A Badger might have got a foot on that. And so it will stay with Snow College. Tafoya. Clark. Both teams looking for some breathing room here. It's headed back by Jenkins, though. Beeston. She gets it out. You know, Ben, both teams are looking a little more in their element right now. Like, they're starting to implement some game strategy, run some offense. And, but it's causing what we see a very tight, evenly matched matchup here as we're still at 0-0.
As we saw at the little bit at the beginning of the first half, Jacob, we saw that the Badgers had a lot of momentum going on their way with a few shots on goals and controlling a lot of the ball, the offensively side of the ball. But like you said, the Bruins and the Badgers are both settling into their elements. Now we're seeing both teams playing their type of style of soccer. So it's just going to come down to the wire, see who can execute their performance of play, and to see who can come out with a victory this afternoon.
So we have a kick here for the Badgers. McKenna Clark is going to take it. McKenna Clark, a midfielder out of Cedar City. She kicks it in. Oh, boy. She almost made that all the way from the 30-yard line, Ben. But it just barely soared off to the left. I think she was looking for a slashing Jacobs, but not quite able to capitalize on the opportunity. Ball goes back to Salt Lake Community College. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play till halftime. Salt Lake. Couple players collide. That was number 20, Jenna Hansen for Salt Lake, and Nicole Jenkins of Snow College. Ball stays with the Bruins. Here they come, 3 minutes left to play. Can the Bruins come out with a lead? Looking to attack. Snow gets back on the defense. On the defensive, and it goes out of bounds off of Jacobs. Staying with the Bruins. Boy, what would this mean for Salt Lake, Ben, if they can go into halftime with a 1-0 lead?
They would control a lot of momentum in this game after having not a lot of looks offensively in this game. Boy, it would mean a lot of momentum for either team to go up 1-0 going into halftime, controlling the momentum, controlling the lead, and coming out in the second half and putting a lot of pressure on the opposing team to score to tie that game up.
Well, they had the ball down there, but because of a great hustle play from Tafoya that you just saw, she was slow to get up off of that, throwing her body in there to clear the ball. She was able to get that back out, but pushing happening down on the field as Snow was looking to push it back. We have 1:45 left to play. Salt Lake kicks it over. Cleared out by the Badgers. Van Buren kicks it off of McKenna Clark. And that one's just, she never got it in bounds, just kind of towards the sideline. So Tafoya, she's on the ground, gets back up, passes the ball off to Jenkins. And Slick saves it from going out of bounds, but then it does end up there. Well, 30 seconds for the Badgers to try to get the ball in the net. Here they come. Leave it all out, but the Bruins clear it. Barker looking to get it back. Beeston. No, that was McKenna Clark. Correction. Heads it back, and we're at 15 seconds left. I don't think Snow's going to have enough time to score before going in here to half. 10 seconds. Thrown in.
We'll see if the referees add stoppage time at the end of this first half.
Out of bounds again. As the first half comes to an end. And boy, we had a tight matchup here. Snow College 0, Salt Lake Community College 0. So we are going to take a quick break. We'll get some halftime stats up for you here in just a second. But right now we got an interview that we were able to talk to Micah Bowis here off the Lady Badgers, and she was able to tell us a little bit about her for your Badger Spotlight of the week. So we will be back here in just a bit. Welcome back here on Snow TV, here for the Badger Spotlight of the Week. I'm joined by Micah Bowis. Thanks for coming in today, Micah.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Well, first off, I mean, it's the Spotlight of the Week. We want to know who Micah is. So give us a little background info, Micah, on like where you're from, your family, who you were before you came to Snow.
I grew up in West Point, Utah, pretty much the middle of nowhere. And I have 3 brothers and no sisters, and that's my family. And so yeah.
House full of boys.
Yeah.
Nice. Must be tough, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And so what brought you here to Snow College?
Soccer.
Soccer?
Yep.
When did they start recruiting you? How did that process all get started?
Yeah, Nuno came to one of my tournaments and watched me play, and we started talking, and that's how it happened. So.
Oh, that's great. That is good stuff. So how has the transition been from high school to collegiate sports?
High school ball was a lot slower pace. We had a lot more time on the ball, but in college ball you have to take like 2 touches max. So that's been a transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. I mean, you've been starting, and so obviously you're doing something right with the transition. And Snow College is now 4-0 on the season. So, and it's your first year for the Snow College Badger program. So, just let us know, what's the feel of the team right now? As you know, it's the first year, and you're already winning games.
We all work really hard. That's like our biggest thing, and we've just been working really hard. and we're wanting to show people that we are great and we're not just a first-year program. We're more than that.
Well, you're showing it. I mean, you guys traveled up to Colorado Northwestern Community College and played them last week, and you beat them by double digits, shutouts in both games. So, like, how is this happening? What is the key to success for this team?
We've just been working really hard. We didn't give up that game. We just kept pushing.
Hard work.
Yeah.
That's what every coach preaches, right?
Yep.
And it's what the Lady Badgers are doing. Well, that's good stuff. And so now you really start to get into conference play, and you have visiting Salt Lake Community College this weekend. What's the team's focus with Slick coming into town?
High pressure and quick touches.
High pressure and quick touches.
Hard work.
Hard work, of course. Well, we're looking forward to that game, which will be right here on Snow TV. I mean, good luck to you in that. But before we let you go, Micah, we got to know, like, just a little bit of your personal life as well, Badger Nation. So, like, if you could eat, like, any food, any cheap food, you just get down on the couch, snacking down on something. What is that for you?
I love grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Good stuff. You like tomato soup with it? Yeah, can't beat that. What about like for fun? What does Micah do for fun?
Me and my friends like to go up the canyon and go hammocking. So.
Hammocking.
Yeah.
That is a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
fun.
Well, thanks for coming in, Micah. It was great to have you, and make sure you don't miss out on their game this Friday. They'll be taking on Salt Lake Community College Friday and Saturday. So best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And welcome back here on Snow TV. I'm Jacob Bateman, joined by my colleague Ben Butler. And we are getting ready to start off our second half here in the first ever home game for the Lady Snow College Badgers. And they have yet to score. We got a score of 0-0. So what is the key for the Badgers moving forward in this half, Ben?
Well, we've seen a lot of great offensive attacks by the Badgers. We started to see a lot of great offensive attacks from the Bruins in the first half. But the key for both of these teams this afternoon is just continue to play good soccer ball. As both of these teams know, they've had a first half to test the waters a little bit with each other. They know how these teams play with each other now a little bit. They're familiar with each other now. So they just got to come out and stick to their game plan, whatever that may be individually for both teams, and to come out and execute. And the one who does that and doesn't have too many errors or slip-ups will be the team who walks out with a victory this afternoon.
Yeah, you are right about that, Ben. It was kind of interesting to know as well that as bodies collide on the field, but interesting to see Snow College had some opportunities to score in the first half. They had them. There seemed to be some maybe some assist issues. Like they would have the open player streaking down the field, but the player just couldn't quite get to the ball, or maybe it wasn't always the pass though. Sometimes it was the player as well, just not being able to get out of the situation or get the shot off when they had the opening. So we'll see if Snow can change their ways there. But for Slick, you got to give hands off for them. That defensive front they've bent, but they haven't broken, as they've been able to keep Snow off the scoreboard as we stay all tied up here at 0-0. Ball cleared the other way into out of bounds. It's going to be Salt Lake Bruin ball. Chance for the Bruins to score, but the ball's thrown right back into the hands of the Badgers. As to start off this half, we were given 45 minutes on the clock, giving the extra 5 minutes from the last half. So 45 minutes. Right now we're at 42-43 left to play until the end of this game. Here comes the Bruins. No, I mean the Badgers. Cleared by Salt Lake once again. The defensive front steps up. Bruins up ahead. As the shot's put up straight into the arms of the waiting Christiansen. So I'd say that's the first on-target real shot that the Bruins have got. Comes early here in the second half.
And that's a good sign if you're a Bruins fan, looking at how they're moving the ball right now stealing the ball from the Badger offense on that last possession. But looking at that last shot on the goal, that's a good sign for this Bruins offense.
Jennifer Mendez was the one who put up that shot. Now it's Jacobs the other way. Jacobs tripped up. They're not going to call anything, but I think Fuentes has got to be kicking herself after this. She stole the ball away from Jacobs and then kicks it right straight out of bounds as Snow throws it in. Clark pushes up ahead. Jenkins almost gets a shot off. They're fighting for the ball. Plethora of players around there, and it's finally cleared out. And Salt Lake coming the other way. Here's Cortez. Cortez goes to the ground yet again. And Cortez back in the action. Bowis. Back out to Beeston. Now it's Bowis. She tries to slip that up ahead to Sadie Munns. And it goes out of bounds off of Salt Lake. It looked like Bruins thought they had the ball there, but the ref signals otherwise. And so Snow College steps up to throw that one in. Beeston heads it. Cortez gets it back in play. Goes down the sideline, out of bounds, off of Beeston. It will stay with the Bruins. Ball thrown in. And a soaring kick to the other end of the field is going to go out of bounds. And the Badgers, Christy Anson, the goalkeeper, hometown goalkeeper, kicks it in. Micah Bowis kicks it up ahead. And out of bounds off of Fuentes. I think she was just looking to get her defense reset as they were on their heels. There was Snow College attacking. So defense resets and smart move as they're able to almost clear it. Kind of an awkward kick there by the Bruins. Now a shot. And it's scooped up by Grothaus. That was Tafoya with the shot, the midfielder. And ball's kicked out by Grothaus. Cortez almost able to push that one up ahead, but not quite able to get there. And now Cortez gets the ball stolen away from her. Ball kicked back to the Bruins. Clark with the header. And out of bounds. Salt Lake ball. Can anybody take control of this ball right now? It's a scramble for it. Back and forth between the Bruins and the Badgers. Here comes Salt Lake. And the shot up and soaring pass off the net. That was Mendez again. So that's her second shot of the half. Mendez starting to feel it. We'll see if she can get one on target here. She had a decent look there, but that's a tough shot to make nonetheless. Christiansen just gives it up to Barker. Back out to Jenkins. And an attack for the ball as Salt Lake was coming in, but Christiansen steps up. Says this ball is mine and nobody else's. So good move by the goalkeeper there. But she's got to, looked like she's got to get back again because Salt Lake is not letting up on this pressure. Here comes Snow. Jacobs goes up ahead. She was looking for a slashing Jenkins, but Jenkins not able to get there in time. Kicked out of bounds by Van Buren. Snow College will have possession. Uh-oh, here's Tafoya. She takes a shot, or she She had Sadie Munns, but looked like Sadie Munns it was an awkward position. It was straight at Sadie Munn's chest, and Munns just kind of hopped out of the way of the ball. And now the Bruins kick it out. Tafoya gets it up ahead. Can Jacobs steal it away? It's going to go out of bounds off of Jacobs. Jacobs and Farmer get tripped up on the play. Out of bounds off of Snow College, though. Jenkins steps up to intercept the pass, but she heads it out of bounds. Bruins throw it in again. Tafoya clears it, but only to where they were Bruins. But the Bruins kick it right back out of bounds. A little bit of a chilly afternoon here in Ephraim. We've had rain here this morning. There was rain all of yesterday, but not right now. We just got partly cloudy skies. 52 degrees. Rain is possible, but it's been held off here as the Badgers play on this here in Badger Stadium where the football team normally plays. They've converted it into a baseball field. Soccer field for today. Thank you, Ben. That's why I keep you around.
That's right.
Here comes Salt Lake. Running. Beeston, can she get in front of it? No, the shot and high. The pressure by Beeston forced the high shot from Mendez. Mendez, a 5'4" sophomore out of Magna. In a heavily, most of the girls on the field tonight are from Utah, as both of these teams positioned here in Utah. You love to see a good team that can recruit in its own territory. And we got that with both of these. Kicked out by the Bruins. Mendez thought about it, but just lets Christiansen scoop it up. Clark looking to find Jenkins. Jenkins gets the ball. Jenkins going down the field. Oh, and the Bruins step up and steal it away. Boy, oh boy, that looked like a golden opportunity for Jenkins, but it's not over yet. Snow still with the ball. Clark, can she do it again? Kicks it up ahead. This one's a little too strong. It's going to go out of bounds. Grothaus, the goalkeeper for Salt Lake, kicks it out. And it almost goes out of bounds. Saved last minute by the Bruins. Beeston with the ball. And she gets it back out to Christiansen. Christiansen being pressured. So she gets it out. Clark puts on a little move there, gets past the first. Bruin, and her pass is intercepted, but here comes Snow the other way. Goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Snow College, though. Jacobs able to force Fuentes to lose control of the ball. Here's Jacobs looking for some room to work with, and it's batted up there. Who's going to get the ball? There's a battle for it. The Bruins just kick it out. Dangerous territory. So Clark throws it in. Straight into the Bruin defender. Barker just boots it through. Man, maybe they should recruit Barker to be a kicker, as that was a soaring kick. But that goes out of bounds. And Grothaus kicks it over. Munoz up ahead. Here comes Salt Lake. She's got the look. Oh, Beeston steps up, able to get the hesitation from her. So not able to get the shot. Here we go. And off the mark. Mendez. She had a couple open looks there, Ben. What happened?
You gotta watch Mendez. She's hanging around there on the corners, and she's bound to get one of those. Sometimes one of these shot attempts. Great passing by the Bruins right there to give Mendez a good look, but the defender got in their way, making Mendez adjust her kick, and that kick was out of bounds. But Mendez is, what is that now, Jacob? 3, 4 shot attempts on goal this half alone?
Oh yeah, I almost feel like she's the only one who's gotten really many shots off here in the second half. We have 28 minutes left to play. Speaking about the half. Here in this half, still 0-0. Salt Lake looking much more aggressive, though, here in the second half. That goes out of bounds as Barker soars it once again. Just a reminder that here on this same field tomorrow afternoon, the football team will be taking on Air Force Academy, the prep team, so their JV squad. And that will be aired right here on Snow TV at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so you can catch more of your Badger sports. As we also saw last night, the Snow College women's volleyball team defeat 8th ranked Salt Lake Community College. Their volleyball team was in town as well. And they are having a fantastic season of their own as well, as they are currently ranked number 9, only to go up with these wins that they keep racking up over ranked opponents.
And don't forget the match following today's afternoon game between the Lady Badgers and the Lady Bruins. The men's team will be taking on the Bruins here following this game this afternoon here on Snow TV.
Van Buren kicks it out to Soto. Up ahead. And Salt Lake steps up to get that ball to go out of bounds. And back out of bounds this time. This time off of Snow College. 25 minutes left to play. Still 0-0. Mendez tried to push it back down the field again. And she might have another opportunity right now as they throw it back in. Soto looking for a Bruin to throw it into. She gets it in. It's right next to the sideline. And it's about like the fourth or fifth time Snow's kicked it right back out of bounds, but they keep moving closer to the goal. Maybe this is what the Bruins want. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Salt Lake, so now they're going to have a corner kick. Kenzie Van Buren, the 5'7" freshman out of Orem, will kick it in. Van Buren with the kick. Soars past everyone. Now a battle for the ball on the other side of the field. Jenkins trying to steal it away. Jacobs. No, she can't clear it. Here comes the Bruins. Some bodies collide. Nothing called as it's cleared by the Badgers. That was Cortez who was looking for a call. She hit the ground for Salt Lake. But now they got to get back on defense. Can Snow steal it away? They reject it back, and more bodies collide. And they're going to call a push on Jacobs. That was Alajogic. I think she clearly had the positioning for the ball, and Jacobs just kind of came in looking at the ball, but took Alajogic out in the process, and she's very slow to get up. Might have looked like their heads collided there. What do you think, Ben?
I think you're right, Jacob. She's slow to get up, but she's up and moving, so that's a really good sign. Very physical game that we've seen today, Jake. But a lot of players down on the field, mainly for the Bruins, and you gotta love the tenacity by the Bruins, the physicality by their players to keep getting up and keep competing in today's matchup.
Van Buren sells it out. Barker heads it back. Jenkins. Badgers running the other way. Up ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs, ooh. Gets it to Clark. The shot's up. Oh, and a diving save. Wow, what a save from the goalkeeper. Grothaus lays her body out. And able to keep this score at 0-0. That was Cox with the shot. For Snow College. Michaela Cox, I think that's now her 7th shot on goal. She came into this game with 6 with a shot on goal percentage of .750. And she's had 6 goals thus far through the season. Almost number 7. Salt Lake is not out of the doghouse yet. Snow College is looking to throw this ball back in. .20 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. Beeston gives it to Jenkins. Bruins steal it away. Tafoya steps up, trying to keep it the pressure on, but it looks like the Bruins are going to be able to clear it. Back out to Snow College. And it's booted by Slick the other way, but the header by Beeston's going to be out of bounds back to Salt Lake Community College. Cortez gives it up, and there's a battle, and a goal!
They're going to call offsides on Menendez, I believe, on that call, Jacob.
Yep, you are right, Ben. So break for the Badgers there as Christiansen was looking to step up on Mendez, who has been pressuring Snow College this whole second half. So score will stay at 0-0. But here comes Mendez again. So it's going to come down to this final 20 minutes to determine tonight's winner, as we are down to 19 minutes left to play here in the second half. Clark shakes one defender, tries to feed Jacobs. Jacobs almost sandwiched between Bruins. The Bruins collided into each other. That must have not felt too hot, but now it's Clark again. Clark up ahead. Booted away by the Bruins. Tafoya feeds it back. And this one's going to go out of bounds. Snow College with the ball coming the other way. Throwing the ball in for Snow College is Ashley Hall, who's substituted into this game. Gives it to Jacobs. Jacobs tries to get it back out to Ballas, but now it's back out to Hall. Hall feeds it up ahead and out of bounds. Grothouse is going to take this one out for a kick. Ballas up to Clark. Bruins. Tafoya doing the dirty work here in the midfield, but she can't quite clear it. Tafoya comes in yet again. She's not done. Look at the hustle from Tafoya on the field. And this one goes out of bounds. Snow College with possession. And I didn't quite catch the call. Might have been a push that went on there. But either way, Snow College with the ball. Beeston to kick it in right around midfield. Beeston with the kick. And back out to the Bruins. Here's Tafoya trying to set someone up. Hall. She goes to the ground, grabbing her face as she collided with number 22, Lacey Farmer. So Now Snow's going to have another kick. A little bit closer this time. Clark. And she tries to feed Jacobs. I don't know, Jacobs just kind of stood there like a scarecrow. Out of bounds yet again. Snow College now with a corner kick. Scoring opportunity for Snow. 15 minutes left to play. Can anyone get on the scoreboard? Here's the corner kick. And it's kicked out by the Bruins. Race for the ball. Soars out of bounds. It will stay with Snow College. And the kick maneuvers its way through all the Badgers and Bruins, ending up in the goalkeeper's hands. Heads up move by Grothaus. Clark missed the ball. She was trying to receive a pass from Ashley Hall. Not able to tap it in. Now we are under 14 minutes left to play.
An interesting play call by the Bruins here, Jacob, taking Mendez out of the game for the remaining 13 minutes. Mendez has been the only Bruins player the second half who's really had shots on the goal, so let's see how they do without her.
Well, her replacement, Gonzalez, might be their secret weapon. Who knows? Tafoya yet again with another steal. Tafoya running the floor. She tries to give it off to Jacobs and can't quite make it there. Ball kicked back out of bounds. Salt Lake ball. You know, you were mentioning that interesting substitution, Ben. Maybe they're just looking to give her a few minutes of rest to try to get a fresh Mendez in the game here in the final maybe 10 minutes or so. Take her out for a few minutes and get her in. So goes out of bounds. And Van Buren on the other end. Van Buren. Tries to get it down there in the Badger territory, but it's bounced right back out by the Badgers. And another pushing foul, so Slick is going to be able to take a free kick here. Right about midfield area. $11 minutes, 40 seconds left to play here in the second half. Kick from Van Buren goes out. Another throw in for Salt Lake. Out of bounds once again. Coming up on 10 minutes left to play. Kind of been a tale of two halves here, Ben, as in the first half, Snow College was the one always pressuring Salt Lake, Seemed like the ball was constantly in Bruin territory, but in this half, it's been more so Snow College on the defensive. As Slick has had a couple opportunities. As the kick goes in, it's up and cleared out. Looked like an opportunity there for the Bruins, but they still have possession as Ballas looks to steal it away. Now Beeston steps up. Slick tries to reset their offense. Van Buren goes out up ahead, out of bounds. Snow College ball.
Salt Lake may have dominated the second half, though, Jacob, but the Badgers did have a good look on goal, but Grodhouse laying her body out and deflecting that shot on goal, keeping this at a tie game at 0 apiece. And now it is starting to rain here at Badger Stadium, and the fans here are tossing the blankets all over their heads, but they are not going to leave. Actually, some of them are leaving. I stand corrected, Jacob. But those loyal and faithful fans are going to help out and stay local to these Badger fans and cheer on their Lady Badgers at the last 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, wow. This rain has really deterred the fans here. But we're staying right here on Snow TV to bring you the final 9 minutes of this game. 0-0. Van Buren set to kick the ball. Here's Van Buren with the kick. And Beeston heads it out. Still right there. And it's going to be saved last minute by Christiansen, who then just kicks it back out of bounds. So the Bruins are going to have to send this one back in. Ben, what's it going to take to get Snow on the scoreboard here in the final 8 minutes?
It's all going to start with defense right here. The defense has been playing hard the second half. The defense has seen a lot of time on the defensive side of the ball as the Bruins have controlled the ball mainly the second half. But right now it will be Badger ball, Badger offensively on the offense right now. Let's see what they can do on the attack. So like I said, Jacob, it all begins with defense, and the defense has done their job, giving their Badger offense an opportunity right here to get a shot on goal and awaiting this possession.
Well, there's 7.5 minutes left to play, but the scoreboard just went dark. Like they lost power to the scoreboard. I'm not sure what's going on there. The refs continue to let play happen. So hopefully they get that issues there taken care of. And wow, Hall puts up a shot right on target, but Grothouse once again just waiting, able to bring it back in and kick it out. Ball goes out of bounds. No, not quite. Saved, and now it's out of bounds. Bruins ball. Oh, it was a short-lived rainfall, as it looks like it's already letting back up here, but still kind of chilly here in Ephraim today with the rain and the clouds. Haven't seen much of the sun. And we haven't seen much scoring either. Defensive battle here tonight between the Bruins and the Badgers. now they got the clock back up and working. 6.5 left to play. Bruins with the kick. And the shot from Salt Lake soars over the net through the uprights. That was number 23, Alejandra Meza. Not able to quite put it in, but here's another opportunity for the Bruins as it goes out of bounds. Now, Mendez looked like she might have an opportunity there. But instead it goes back to Snow. Beeston has been a beast on the defensive side all afternoon long. Oh, but she almost slips up there, able to recover. Here they come as Mendez was trying to slash to the goal, looking for the ball, but Christiansen scoops it back up. Christiansen kicks it out. Hall gives it right back to the Bruins. Van Buren on the defensive. She was being chased by Sadie Munns. And out of bounds. It's going to stay with Snow College. And Jacobs tries to head it over the defender to Jenkins. Once again, the Bruins defense steps up to the plate when it counts. Out of bounds, back to the Bruins. 4 minutes left to play. If anybody can get the ball through the goal, you got to figure they got this game in their hands with the way the defenses have been responding. Out of bounds, Snow with the throw in. 3:40 left to play now. It's up ahead to Munns. Munns can't corral the ball. Bruins the other way. Jacobs steps up, comes flying in, but she can't quite keep it up. Now it's Mendez. Gets it stolen away by Barker. A sense of urgency starting to come across both teams. Micah kicks it up to the left side, and that rolls out of bounds. At the 3-minute mark, Bowitz heads that out. .225 left to play. And it rolls out of bounds. Christiansen's going to look to clear this ball. We are now at the 2-minute mark. And that goes out of bounds as well. Snow looking to push this. 1:30 on the clock. And we got a Bruin down on the ground. And so they're going to call a timeout, official timeout, but now she's back up on her feet. That's Soto struggling on the play. And so Soto's going to come out of the game here for the final minute of play as the clock continues to roll. And the official asked for 1 minute, I think he said 1 minute and 5 seconds to be placed back on the clock. Beeston sets to kick this one in. They're still having troubles with this clock and getting it to its 1 minute and 5 second mark. Showing 47 seconds right now. They never changed it, but they're going ahead with play.
So the referee's timing you down his watch for that extra 15, 20 seconds.
The shot from LaFoya. Oh, and it's right into the waiting arms once again. Is Grothaus with another save. And now they're going to call a push on Salt Lake Community College. That was number 13, Rosa Cortez. Actually couldn't pull a yellow card on that one. So the first yellow card handed out comes here in the final minute. Maybe they're calling that. Everyone was lining up like that was called on Slick, but they're actually calling that one on Snow.
So I think what happened, Jacob, was a tripping call against the Badgers, and Cortez was frustrated with the defender and grabbed her by the arm and pulled her to the ground. So she got the yellow card, and she has to sit as of right now, but the tripping call still stands against the Badgers Bruins ball.
Clock is showing 2.8 seconds. As it's kicked in by Van Buren, headed by.
So we're going to have some stoppage play right here, Jacob.
Oh, and it's given up ahead, and Christiansen slides in for the save. And now the whistle is blown by the referee. As the head coach for Snow College, a little bit upset with the officiating in the last minute as he goes out and talks with the officials. And so that's the end of our normal regulation. Oh, and did that official just award the head coach a yellow card?
Yes, he did.
So whatever the coach said to him upset him. And so another yellow card is pulled out on the head coach. So in the final minute, we have 2 yellow cards. And we got overtime, Ben. So we're going to take a break here. Don't go anywhere. It is 0-0 between Salt Lake Community College and Snow College, and in Snow's first ever home opener for their soccer team. We got overtime, so we'll be back just right after this. And welcome back here on Snow TV as we are set to start overtime here in Ephraim, as the Badgers will start off with the ball. 10 minutes on the clock. Over the course of 85 minutes, no one scored, so we'll see if 95 will help in this case. Bowis almost misses the ball and gives it to Mendez, but able to recover there. And a timeout. There's Jacobs, took a hard hit. No, that's Jenkins actually. She might be bleeding. I don't know, it looks like the coaches are trying to wash something off of her face. Now she's over there on the far sideline talking with the coaches as play is stopped, waiting for her. Refs talk things over here. Unsure what's going on the field right now. The official's going to give the ball to Bruins, though. So play just starts just like that. Van Buren booms the ball into Badger territory. Beeston heads it back out in midfield. Ball given back to the Lady Badgers. And now here comes Snow, trying to put some pressure on, but the Bruins defense holds tight. Ballast falls to the ground, and Barker kicks it back out. Clark gives it up ahead to his streaking Badger. Van Buren steps up in the way, though, and Van Buren kicks it out of bounds. Snow College on the throw-in. And she tried to feed it down to Sadie Munns, but Munns just not able to get her footing. 8:20 left to play here in this overtime. Ball kicked up ahead to Munns, and then now it just soars out of bounds, so Grothaus will bring it back out. Ball kicked out. We're at 7.5 left to play here in overtime. Mendez. Oh, ball looks like it touched the hand of the Bruin, but she's not able to capitalize even, and now they give the call. Beeston kicks it up to Munns, and Munns was pushed, and so now Snow's really going to have an opportunity with a free kick here. Just outside of the goalie box. Clark is going to take the kick for Snow. .6:45 left to play. Clark Kicks it up and sails over the goal. Grothouse. Gives it back out. Here's Clark. Munns. Can she take it away from Van Buren? No, Van Buren clears it. And here's Slick. It's Farmer coming the other way. Gives it up to Mendez. And the ball rolls into the hands of Christiansen. Mendez almost runs into her. Some fans wanted a call on that one, but Christiansen able to scoop that one up just before Mendez could get to it. Back out to midfield. Stolen away by Barker. Good physical play there. And out of bounds back to the Bruins. Under 5 minutes now, halfway through this first overtime. Goes out of bounds. LaFoya clears it. Sadie Munn's fighting for the ball. And ball goes back out to Christiansen, who kicks it right out of bounds. Heavy cloud cover here in Ephraim. Three minutes left to play. A shot from Salt Lake, and that one is saved by Christiansen again. So the Bruins getting the shots off, but they're landing straight in the hands of the goalkeeper. Clark fighting against Farmer. Out of bounds. I think that was off of Clark. It's going to stay with the Bruins. Van Buren's going to come in for the corner kick. So now the opportunity here for Salt Lake. We're at the 3-minute mark here in overtime. Van Buren kicks it in, and that goes out of bounds. Off of Snow, so Van Buren with another corner kick. Puts it in again, and Clark steps up, and she kicks it out of bounds. Mendez throws it in. Here's Van Buren, the defender, playing on the offensive side of the ball right there. But her shot is off to the left. So 2 minutes, and I think if nobody scores in this 10 minutes, we'll go into one more overtime. To see if the and another shot there from Slick, and Christiansen jumps up and bats that out of bounds. So Slick, Salt Lake Community College, having all sorts of opportunity here in overtime, as Snow has not been able to clear this out of their own territory. And Van Buren, it's a pretty corner kick, and almost stepping up was Hansen, but Hansen quite couldn't get to the ball in time. And instead it goes out of bounds once again off of Snow College. Corner kick after corner kick for the Bruins. The longer this goes on, the higher the chances for the Bruins to put this game to sleep. That corner kick, though, cleared by the Badgers as a tackle down on the field. And they're going to say a yellow, they're going to give her a yellow card for that one. Soto just tackled Sadie Munns as they were going for the ball. I think if I was officiating, I could have made that call. "32 seconds left to play in this overtime. Snow's got to do something quick if they want to end this game. Here they are with the ball. We'll see if they can work up some magic here. Ball kicked in, clock underway. Munns. Stolen away, 15 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the Bruins running the other way, and Clark just kicks it out of bounds, trying to postpone this. Get the clock to run down, force this to go into a second overtime. And we got all zeros on the clock. So the first 10 minutes, we still are at 0-0 with a fresh 10 minutes up on the board. We got double overtime here between Snow College and Salt Lake Community College. And so we're going to take a quick break. Or maybe we won't. All right, yeah, the men's Bruins team started coming out on the field. They're anxious to get out and playing. But we're not going to have much of a break here as the official just wants to get this second overtime started. This time it's the Bruins taking the ball out. Here comes Sadie Munns. She gives off to Jacobs. Jacobs was slashing in though, and Munns hit her on the outside. Jacobs puts the ball back in the center field, and ball goes out to Micah. Micah Bowitz gives right to Clark. Now Clark up to Jenkins, and stolen away by the Bruins, but back in the hands of Snow College. Barker comes in with the header. Mendez looking for the ball. Now she gets it. And here comes Slick. They're trying to feed Mendez again. Goes out of bounds. Possession is going to be with Snow College, so Christiansen's going to kick this one out. 8:45 left to play here in the second overtime. Ball's kicked out. And didn't quite see the call there, but it's going to come back to Salt Lake for the possession. Mendez will kick this one in. Interesting move by the Bruins, putting their top forward in there for the kick, but looks like she was just going to take a shot herself, which sails off to the left side. Now we're at 7.5 minutes left to play. If nobody scores in this overtime, we're going to have a tie. And I don't think any team ever wants to have a tie. That one touched the hands of Beeston as she was fighting with Mendez. Van Buren, 6:50 left on the clock. Van Buren kicks it in, sells it to Mendez. Battle for the ball, taken away by number 15, Tafoya. Now Snow's running the other way here at midfield. Can Snow capitalize? They feed it up, and Van Buren boots it back out of there. That was Harris who lost control of it. Now Clark, who's played just about every position here in this game, is now playing defender. I think we saw her as a midfielder and a forward earlier in the game. Here's Tafoya. Oh, they're looking for Jacobs. She was open. They almost got it to her. Now Jacobs got it. Jacobs with the move. Jacobs with the shot. And a flying Bruin defender came in to deflect that one away. Boy, Jacobs had a pretty look there, Ben.
Jacobs could have sealed the deal for the Badgers in this overtime, but credit the Bruins defense for hustling them back and blocking that kick and preserving this tie.
Snow still has the ball. Now it's Sadie Munns. She gives off to Bowitz. Bowitz couldn't find any room to work with. She was dribbling straight into some Badger defenders, and Bowitz loses it. Back out to Snow, though. As Clark kicks it out of bounds, it's going to be the Bruins ball. Harris keeps up ahead to the Bruins. We are at 4.5 left to play here in the second OT. And a pushing foul there on Meza. So another golden opportunity for Snow College as they're going to have a free kick here. So looks like Clark. Oh, the kick's up and it soars off to the right. No, correct me, that wasn't Clark. That was Allison Beeston with the kick. And that ball goes out of bounds. 3:10 left on the clock. Salt Lake coming the other way. Taken away by Snow. Tafoya smacks the ball straight into a Bruin defender. Now it's back out of bounds as Bruins almost took out their own bench with that. And another takeaway by the Bruins. Sadie Munns looking to work with it. Back out to Foya. Keeps it under control. Might have touched her hands there though. One and a half minutes left to play. It is crunch time. This is when conditioning, that hard work, all that comes down to games like these. Clock just keeps it ticking though. 1:10 now. Clark gets set to boot this one. Takes a good 10 steps back. Lets it launch. Back up to midfield. Munns looking for possession. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Badgers. So we are now at 50 seconds on the clock here in overtime. Clark tries to feed it to Munns, not able to get it there. 30 seconds. Bruins still it away. Here comes the Bruins. Coming the other way. 20 seconds on the clock. They got to make their move now if they hope to have one. And a yellow card is awarded. Or was that a substitution? Well, no, he pulled out a yellow card. I didn't see the purpose for that or the reasoning behind it. But 7 seconds now on the clock, so the Bruins kicking in Badger territory. Need a couple moves in order to try to win this game. The kick from Mendez. Out of bounds. And the clock will expire. The ref's going to let him continue to play for no. And the ref says that's it. And so that's going to be it for all of us. As we go into double overtime. And our final score is going to be Snow College 0, Salt Lake Community College 0. So these two teams are going to tie on this one in Snow College's first ever home opener soccer game. And so make sure you join us though. The Snow College women's soccer team is going to be playing again this upcoming Tuesday and we will also air that right here on Snow TV. But here, starting in just a bit, we got the men's team taking on the Salt Lake Community College Bruins as well, and that will be here on Snow TV. So thanks for joining us. I've been Jacob Bateman along with Ben Butler, bringing you your Snow College sports.